is everything connected? What makes a yes and what makes a no? What is real and what is mere theory? What is indeed and what is could be but it is not? What is a way of explaining and what is telling it as it is? The many televised events working inside my brain. What did it do to me? Have I a special way of thinking? Because of it all, these moments spent to understand the precise meaning of the subject and what the moment was telling. Yes, I have eaten so many animal parts, and as I have eaten so many plants and vegetables, and its energy originated from the sun itself. It is all of us that we cannot eat from the sun directly. There is a process between it. My meal has been flying through space as mere particle energy for millions of kilometers, about 8 light minutes, until it reached the earth. And the earth has this layer of living things that do this most amazing reaction upon this received energy, transforming it into something eatable for humans. And here I am eating a piece of an animal kept in a hot pan to make it more delicious. I must have eaten structured food in my life, and a pool of water must have recycled itself inside my body. All this energy I need to consume. And then there is the consuming of the spirit, this light beam, with sound. It has very specific meanings. And as I watch it all the time, it makes me think of war, conflict, misunderstanding. The best ways to direct movement, and all these things that we have to sort out, and the consuming of the box with a very different light beam. This internet that brings my consuming soul to all kinds of places. And it is me transforming myself, or if you look at where you end up at all kinds of naked ladies and the penises of men doing the act of beginning, for the mere reason of returning to the state of animal and instinct, barbaric and sinful. And it is me falling into this pit of lust with the driving force of 6 billion people having this crazy wave of reproduction to get us into the devastation of overpopulation. For the world is a limited place. We cannot eat from the sun directly with all its energy. And this plastic card in combination with this box and the screen and light beam with information makes his other choice. Use this plastic card to have access to the mystery of the CD-ROM with the Bible on it, and this Bible can tell you where you live, when you were born, when you will die, all in the neighborhood of your name. With equidistant letter skips. And let me remind with words that the Bible is written for thousands of years. without one letter being changed and no spelling mistakes. As a result, and I want to point out the other choice of the internet. See me looking inside abstracts of the Harvard University, where they talk about the workings of these light objects in space called galaxies, and all kinds of other names to describe a certain specific happening inside the universe of forever and an end. And then you go to this place of the cosmic background radiation, telling what it means, what it will do to our explaining of the universe, of course. I see this universe as unending and forever, and the universe is not expanding, no. It is stretching out into all directions, even into hyperspace, eternal without return to place elsewhere. In the unendingness, exactly. So this border of to this extent we see through the depth of space. And they say it is 1,000 million years of light into 12 times or more. And that is the oldest light we know. And I feel I am eternal with this little place inside this cube I got from the CD-ROM with pictures of space, a box within it to filaments of the strings and all these galaxy clusters on some sort of sponge. And I have the will to go to the library and read myself lots of books about the law, all fake 6 folios. And the book of going out a day of the ancient Egyptians, telling what the journey means when one leaves his or her body to go into the afterlife. They prepared the words in this way and go into the door with the wonderful drawings of how the ancient Egyptians had visions of what the afterlife would be like. And in the other alley of books inside the library, a book about white dwarfs, supernovas, written by a man that made the science fiction writing. And let me say this, what I read in the intro, that he had written 130 books with this new book. This book was written in 1986. And saying all this, I remember another long time ago, just a man of a show in a part of American edition ago, the beautiful television program Star Trek, The Next Generation, with this strange happening somewhere in space, far away from the planet Earth. And I see no way of telling it in a few sentences what the true chronicles of an hour trying to live out. But I liked it, and I recognized it as seeing it long ago. A lot of showers in American editions ago. Must have been 1995 or 1996. And the story had been filmed in 1994. And saying all this, I think I can say I'm doing this kind of thing this time. The man colored yellow with strange eye lenses to make the illusion that he is an android made by a human being. Very simple workings indeed, for no human being at this moment on planet Earth can do such a thing so fast, and so many things at the same time. And I smile, and I think of me telling to the keyboard that in the night I see little dots of red light going round my head, moving in wonderful ways. But when I focus really hard, I see all kinds nobody. I don't like to think to myself it is a halo, or something like this. And I see no reason for me to have a halo, because I am a sinful human being, and no matter how hard I try, I do not seem to be possible to change myself into a religious correct being, with justice like a father that is faithful and honest, being loyal to his wife, and to be only serves of the love of a mother to be my wife. That is sweet and kind and a strong values of how to live life, and how to see things in this world. I want to transform myself into the light, but at this moment I am not in that way, where I'm living in a house that is being rented under the name of my mother, where it is the rule that you must be older than 40 in order to be allowed to live there. And I am at this moment of writing 22, but I see this is returning to the womb of the mother, so to speak, because the state of modern mothers to me is scaring me. People that are growing old nowadays seem to have rotten values and low standards. No, I want to prevent myself from falling into such a mistake. And then you have a relationship, and you have a child, and then the relationship is not built on the right understanding. How to be successful, and sure enough there is this divorce, and it is even further away from the religious correct way of being, which I want to be in, because I see that there is only one human being, one woman somewhere between the other 3 billion people, or 3.5 people in the billion. Get a woman and we fall in love, and we go on together for always, even when she would die before me. I would wait until my moment of dying has arrived to join her in the tomorrow forever land, which probably must be something like the Epstein formula of saying this. I was under the mud, not able to breathe. I slowly lost consciousness as I drifted away into death. I was dying. I was dying. I was dying. And then, of course, came this beautiful life. And it was the hand of God saying, time for you to go into upper state of life. There is paradise, ready to take you away. On the wings of tomorrow, forever land. Get ready, you are already dematerializing. And I went into spiritual form, ready to lift off into the regional stars, where I was of course before, and realize I am eternal, and that I could never die. Well, for what to be born, I am really I. Divine earth covering me, suffocation, I die. And I realized this was the last living time. Then came this beautiful light to take me on its flight. Tomorrow forever wing. You are dead now, be materialized, become spiritualized. you the way of how to be in paradise. Surely enough I won't rematerialize, and there I went off into spiritual form. Over there I went on a journey covering my cheeks, going into depths of space. I was forever eternal sunshine. Nothing on earth could get me erased. I was dead, but somehow spiritually reborn. And I was flying for so long. I was flying off for so long. I knew my destination, a heavenly planet around the bend. I knew where to go to follow the beautiful line. I had no fear as long as I followed the beautiful line. Journeying for so long now as I was on my spiritual way. Where to go, I knew it all along now. To go on forever land. Oh, here I go. See me off I go. I become a cloud-like, and I am ready to leave my material body. Go, and here I go, here I go, here I go. Inside the galaxy I was thrown. There's been miracles in my life, and the earth was birth itself. And growing older and maturing, I surge in the distance, the head of my wild, standing ready on the bridge of tomorrow, forever land. My existence, my being, who is me? How is my character? How attractive is my being? What can I say? From memory, summing up information, speak my mind. Speak, but no, my mind is in refusal. There is nothing I can say, nothing powerful, nothing real. While all these things in the jungle of sentences is happening, I can only reproduce a small piece of the entire pie that has been floating through my soul. I see this as a string of only 0 and 1, reduced to all kinds of combinations of these two characters going through my cloud-like mind. Yeah, you can see through my skull and see my brain, and the string is speeding right through it. My brain dealing with the information, and then comes the moment of sleep. And sleep is terrible and awful. I turn to the left, but I find no rest. I turn to the right, but no sleep. I lie on my back, but I do not feel relaxed. And my hands are not under my control and do unkind things to my body. I would go and go, and finally I find my sleep. And I dream, but the dream is not peaceful. It is a strange flow of energy, of chaotic nonsense. And I have slept just a few hours. I take the intention to be completely motionless tonight. And for the first time since long I find the rest I used to have. And what's the origin of this restlessness? Must be the asteroids and their impact on the earth that keep the earth far away, or the threats of nature, the destruction that we humans are, or an awful war waiting to happen big time. Or the humans getting very aggressive that the love gets lost. And instead there is hands beating each other. Or maybe I cannot find my sleeping cause I am not in the way God wants me to be. Maybe a combination of all these things and all kinds of insecurities that plague my soul, keeping it far away from being in rest and in calm, keeping me in total self-control, keeping me emotionless. It's a fireballs coming from the heavenly skies, getting ready to blow up the White House and all that is human around it. And I come to the conclusion that I will make the effort with my tiny life and its tiny karma effect on the world to get ourselves in building and protection against the cosmic bullets in space. For I just cannot help but react upon it strongly and feel called to be aware of it, to act locally and think globally, to figure out a way to deal with it, to think about the possibilities that have been presented to this brain. What can we do? Where can we hide if it would happen now? And the public would know. It is my guess that the humans would get themselves in total chaos. And that is what takes away my rest. That I say now to my being, be confident that we will succeed in building the thought construction to deal effectively with flying mountains in space. Be confident in our success and sleep well tonight. And reading the meaning of these words, I look forward to a good night rest. Tonight, we are alive and we carry the world in our hands. We carry it for generations to come if we do it right. It must be for millions and millions of years to come, maybe even billions of years. And it is our responsibility to make sure that one of our promise of future gets the chance to be. Powerful motivation to do it right and feel responsible for the time to come, the next generation to be beginning in these days. And we are now brought to the awareness that we can destroy the world when we do it wrong, when we do not take enough care. We should have prevented, but we did not. That there were limits, and we took it all too far. Way into the red. Maybe that has already happened, and the day of annihilation is just a matter of years. This process of deterioration is beginning with a hole in the ozone, and it will only get worse, and the surface is no longer a place where life can live, and we lost a chance of millions of years of life or even billions of years of life to take place on this planet. And having said this, I feel doubtful I will find emotionless and rest tonight. Instead the right, left, middle and no sleep for hours, feeling uncomfortable and in some mild form of panic and frustration. Or rest be like it used to be a wonderful dream and a wonderful rest of the exertion for the work of day. But here is the cacophony, taking away the dream of how we used to be. Now speak of random, going through it, right through it, the path. And I am cosmic dust, and I am a ball of hot gas. And And I am a rock the size of New York Island. And I am an organized dust particle, getting ready to deal with any mountain flying towards Earth. And Earth would be seeing Jupiter getting the grand firework of the close of power of the universe. And can we call God? So you have given us something that truly means a walk to the heavens. No longer you speak to us, tell us what to do. And I wait, and it is God, He is not speaking to me. He remains silent. It must be His confidence that we can work it out. And we will deal effectively with all the problems facing us. And make sure that Earth is going to be on with life. And you're rising higher and higher from the spiral of capability. And we keep on turning. And we change, yes, we change. And the world turns black, completely black. There is this risk we need to protect ourselves. It could be wiped out like the dinosaurs disappeared. Who knows what the future will be like as he is being wiped out and the cockroach survives. He comes after millions of years, the new intelligence of planet Earth. And of course they go into digging dirt, and instead of only dinosaurs, they find on top of that the human history and discover how we were wiped out in the year 2000. And they prepare themselves on an impact. And the intelligent cockroaches do survive in the violent ocean of the solar system. So they can continue enjoying watching the sky from the backyard. Looking at the sky and liking what can be seen. And when the messenger from the stars is seen, there is the confidence that it can be dealt with. So I mix this with this echo of 1994. And tomorrow, the floor covering and paying the bills. And sitting on the bicycle, and thinking anew. Having wants and wishes like buying this, or when it gets in my possession. Or that make a nice good room of the house of mother. Placing the furniture, finding a bed and couch in one. Doing the shopping, buying food and drinks, having visits and watching television over there. Buying a printer to make first of all a new map of the heavens with the program Redshift number 3. Taking a shower and going to school, doing the cooking, playing guitar, and making effort to continue this writing with 304,805 characters, and then turn it into the Hebrew character, which seems to be a lengthy process, while reading books, going through the library, and going to visit cities and all these things in the time to come. For now I hope on a good night rest, as I first listen to a day of music made by yours truly, as I stop for now with the new day having already started, for a quarter of an hour. Now I say good night, and have confidence that we will rightly act upon the responsibility. Sleep tight!
Today's Forex Update is presented by Interactive that Twitter handed over, and thought that that was essentially sufficient for Musk to test his claims. And in particular, one thing that she did order Twitter to hand over was a little bit more, basically a